Honorable President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee ji, Justice Prasad, Justice Ahmed, Shri Sudhir Talang ji, Shri Ravindra Kumar ji, and Srimati Bhargava ji, present members of Press Council, foreign delegates, winners of the various awards, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to congratulate the Indian media on the National Press Day today. The Press Council of India came into existence in 1966. Today could be the mark of, or the start of the 50th anniversary, but for the hiccup in 1972. We have about 1 lakh publications which are registered with us, in which there are 14,500 newspapers. Of course, Mr. Ravindra Kumar says that's another topic of discussion, which we will continue thereafter. But undoubtedly, worldwide, when there's a stagnation or negative growth of the press, it's in our country that the newspapers are ever on the increase. The large number of rural Indians are hungry for information, and that's one of the sectors where the newspapers will soon start addressing. Press has always been free in our country as well. Right from the beginning in 1972, when the first press publication started in Bengal, the Bengal Gazette, by Mr. Hickey, and who in his tenor and tone was critical of the then East India Company. He was arrested and thrown back and sent back to England. We don't remember Warren Hastings as much, but Calcutta does have a street named Hickey. Such is the relevance of freedom of press in our country. Right from then on, till date, but for a few occasions, which you all were aware of, the press has always been free in our country, and we are proud of it. The Government of India also stands by the freedom of press and realizes the importance and vitality of a free press. It's one of the mediums through which the government gets a detailed feedback from the people of the country. The newspapers are also opinion makers. The Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, mentioned in one of his speeches that gone are the times when the government would realize the essence of what its people want after 5 years. In today's times, in technology, it's within 5 minutes that we realize what the people of country want. And there is scope, if required, of a mid-course correction. Free press is also a tool for transparency, with a large number of journalists spread throughout the country, and with some of them with special investigative skills. It acts as a sort of a pressure on departments and institutions to ensure transparency and fair play. And that is critical to a nation as large as ours. Now, with such power that the journalists have and the press has, there also comes a sense of responsibility. We have 800 television channels. We have new media that is forever challenging the traditional media. We have 25 crore digital consumers, and we have online news now being consumed by these consumers. And therefore, there could always be a possibility of a drift in the news. And hence, it becomes very imperative on the journalists to ensure that there is information and not so much as infotainment, that there is sense but not sensationalism, that they do write about politics but do not give it a political spin. Undoubtedly, one of the most interesting methods of communication is that of illustrations, be it the caricature or the cartoons. And we have legends in our country with Mr. R.K. Lakshman, Sudhir Talang Saab, Uniji. These are the people who have the capability of direct and a deep connect with the countrymen, as if they have the pulse of the nation with them. And they, through their few words and sketch, are able to say things that we thought we wanted to say. It's no doubt, and it's no wonder, that Mr. R.K. Lakshman titled his caricatures as "You Said It." And even till date, when you see all those decade-old cartoons, they're still so much relevant today. It was very interesting, the exhibition right outside, when Honorable President Shri Pranab Mukherjee witnessed it. He had a hearty laugh, seeing all his illustrations which have been put outside. These are also testing times, dangerous times for people who speak the truth. Paid news, physical harm, these are both tools in the hands of few individuals who either want to muzzle the press or want the press to become their mouthpiece. The states must ensure, who are directly responsible for law and order, to ensure the safety and security of not just the journalists, but of the entire population of the state. And the government of India stands by providing security and safety to its entire citizens. The last 1 month, there has been talk of intolerance in our country. There is no debate on this topic. India is and will forever remain one of the most tolerant nations in the world. The few who take law into their own hands need to be dealt with the law and order, need to be dealt with the states, need to be dealt with the strict hand of the police there. And the Prime Minister has been very candid while addressing the Parliament in Britain that he stands, and his government stands, by the civil liberties and individual liberties of every citizen of this country. It is with the background of the entire importance of the press, the changing environment of today's, not just India, but the whole world, that the Press Council of India gains in prominence even more. It needs to be strengthened. We need more suggestions and ideas as to how to strengthen it. It needs to ensure freedom of press, welfare of the journalist, but also ethical journalism. With this, we hope that, like it has always been in our country, the freedom of press will always be maintained. And let us all, as every citizen, strive to ensure freedom of expressions and freedom of press. Thank you so much.